What up, everyone? It's your boy Satemangali, the Reverend of the Revolution, welcoming you to another edition of your Daily Revolution, the podcast to help you wake up, turn your brain on, and to prosper every single day in every part of your life. Today's topic: what is the purpose of life? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. This morning as I lay in bed, feeling empty, unfulfilled. Crazy, right? I got a book coming out, been a best-selling author on Amazon. I run live events. I train CEOs and marketers and entrepreneurs and fitnesspreneurs, and I speak on stages, and I have this podcast, and I'm married to my beautiful goddess, and I got 3 healthy sons, and I'm so blessed, and I'm so happy. And yet there are mornings where I wake up and I ask the question, man, what is the purpose of my life? I got money in the bank. We've overcome a bankruptcy. We've overcome so much adversity. So grateful we haven't had to deal with major sickness and illness. We live in a beautiful area. I love the people in my church. I love the people I serve and work with. I love my clients. I love my parents. And yet this morning, as I lay in bed, the question runs through my mind: what is the purpose of life? There are times where I feel like this. There are times often where I feel like this, where I feel sometimes, quote unquote, empty or unfulfilled. Now, empty and unfulfilled, how does that even come about? I've created that with my language based upon what I'm hoping to feel what is. And yet what is I have an incredible life. So going back to this question, what is the purpose of life? What is the purpose of your life? Is the purpose of life to get more money and to get more stuff? For some people it is. And I have no problem with that. For some people it's about having sex with as many people as possible. Is putting as much money in the account, as having the most ripped muscles, stomach, chest, biceps. For some people it's to be on stages and to have trophies and accolades. For some people it's to be the most popular. So what's the purpose of your life? See, purpose drives behavior. Purpose gives you perspective. Purpose can give you power, which means if you lack purpose, it takes away from the results and the required behavior necessary to live every single day. If you lack purpose and you cannot see a higher purpose other than just the day-to-day grind, you're going to live a life that's very unfulfilled. No matter how much money you have in your bank account, no matter how beautiful your spouse is, no matter how many trophies your kids win, at the end of the day, you're always going to be living in this frame and world of scarcity. Scarcity meaning there's just not enough. I know a lot of people who have all the money in the world, but they are miserable. I know a lot of people who have no money and they are miserable. So really, what is the purpose of life? I'm going to have you consider inside of this revolution, this movement, this awakening, inside of the revolution, the purpose of life is simply this: expansion and value creation. If the purpose of your life was to expand and to become all you were meant to be, and with that expansion of mindsets and skill sets, of gifts and talents and unique ability, and becoming so big, so great, then what? You would turn around and serve other people. I use the words and the terminology value creation. To create value for other people. To create value for yourself. So every day I wake up, I know I've got 2 things I've got to do that day. Number 1, grow and expand. This means that I hit my daily rituals. Some call it core force, some call it power force, some call it more force, some call it morning routines. I don't care what you call it. But the most powerful and successful people, they have daily rituals that they hit in the morning. So I'll tell you briefly what mine will look like. Number 1, I've got to get some type of fitness and nutrition into my body. By fitness, I mean sweat, moving. The body's a powerful weapon. It is a powerful tool if you treat it like such. If you don't, and you eat the potato chips and cookies and ice cream and suck down like crazy carbs and never exercise your body, well, that's kind of what you're going to get. So fitness and nutrition, right? I hit my body. The next piece is simply this. I meditate and do some type of scripture study. Meditation and scripture study. Why scripture study? Because I believe in reading the holy words of holy men and women. Scriptures, from ancient Christian scripture to modern day scripture. Right? Men who are called of God, who have revelations, who write them down. And then why meditation? Meditation allows me to create space. With balance, I just messaged my good wife a 4-minute message. I use this app called Voxer. And I just hit the button once, and I just talk, and I hit it to finish it. And I'll leave my parents messages, and I'll leave friends messages, just as a way to keep connected and to water these relationships. Just because I live thousands of miles away from my parents doesn't mean I can't water the relationship and send them videos and messages daily and weekly. And finally, of course, as a man, as a patriarch, as a leader of my home and of my marriage and my children, I have a responsibility, a duty to provide means for them, to protect them from not only physical dangers, but mental and moral dangers, and to preside in love. Yes, I got to make some money so I can take care of my family. This body being balanced business concept. Body being balanced business concept was taught to me by one of my mentors, one of my brothers, Garrett J. White. So I have these daily rituals. And I know that if I hit these daily rituals every day, I know I can expand my power, expand my possibility. So what's the purpose of my life? To expand. Why? So I can turn around and serve you, the listener. So I can serve people. So my mind every day inside of the revolution is to become all I was meant to be, and then to turn around and to create value for other people. Now, when I have that perspective and I'm reminded that my purpose is to expand and to create value, I know the very end is human happiness, is joy. Right? What's the purpose of expansion and value creation if you are not happy? Doesn't mean I'm going to live a Pollyanna type lifestyle where all is well and all, like I'm going to be tested in life. We're going to be tested. Expansion and growth come when you are put through the furnace of affliction and you are tested and tried to see if you will do all the things that you were meant to do. Are you happy? Do you have purpose? Now, there's no shame in flipping burgers right now and being in school. There's no shame in being a door-to-door salesman. I don't even care what job you have. As long as you are expanding and growing in mindsets and skill sets and learning how to more effectively serve other people. As high school kids, if you had your mindset to create value, meaning I don't care about being popular, I don't care about being liked and pleasing other people. What I care about is living my purpose, which is to grow and to become, and then to turn around and create value for other people. Now, here's the cool thing about this. The more value that I create for people in the marketplace, the more that I effectively serve other people and think about what other people want, the more dollars flow into my bank account. Now, the more dollars that I get, it's not about accumulating money and saying, look at me, everybody. I turn around and use that money to help other people. I serve more people with the more money that I make. Yes, I can still level up. I can buy the nicer car. I can buy the nicer home. I can take the vacation. And I can buy nicer things if that's what I want. Like, if you want it, then go get it. And as long as I continue to turn around and utilize the gifts, the money, the talents, the resources that I have to make a difference, I can find joy in that. That's the purpose of life. Expansion and value creation. So ask yourself today, who are you creating, or who am I creating value for? Right? Simply ask yourself that question. Who am I truly creating value for today? And what rituals and routines every single day am I using to increase my power, increase my skill sets, and to grow? It's crazy. Like this morning, feeling empty, unfulfilled, and not attaching any story and meaning to it. than getting up and doing what's required. And as I take specific daily actions and do what's required, I find joy. And even if there's no joy there, I know that in doing the daily necessary required actions gives me joy and power. Brothers and sisters, I honor you. I appreciate you. What is the purpose of your life? Are you living it? Are you happy? Are you making a difference for others? Are you playing big every single day? Because if you knew how short life was, you'd play bigger. It's your boy Satem Mangala reminding you, if you want to create a life of real, radical results, it will require you to get into a relentless pursuit with a ruthless commitment to pay the piper every single day so that you can get to the top of your mountains, where your promised land, prize, and possibilities are waiting, just waiting for you. The revolution has begun. I'm out. For more info on joining the revolution and living your greatest life of prosperity today, go to www.yourdailyrevolution.com and join us in waking up, turning your brain on, and prospering today.